And on to our top focus story, which is to do with the Enforcement Directorate that is conducting raids at IPAC offices in Kolkata. Remember, IPAC is the political consultancy firm that advises the West Bengal government. Raids are also currently underway at the residence of IPAC co-founder Pratik Jain, and they are also happening around 5 other locations in Kolkata, also more locations in the national capital as well, 4 of those where the raids are being conducted in Delhi. Now, reacting to these raids, particularly in West Bengal, the Chief Minister of the state, Mamata Banerjee, has called them unfortunate. She has, in that same breath, attacked the Union Home Minister, Amit Shah. Meanwhile, the BJP is hit out at the Trinamool Congress, saying that the raids will expose TMC's illegal money trail.
अगर अमित शाह को बंगाल को जीतना है तो आपको हिम्मत है तो आप इलेक्शन में लड़ाई करके आइए। आप क्यों हमारा पार्टी आईटी सेक्टर को रेड करके पूरा पेपर ले लिया? आप क्यों हमारा बंगाल में एक जो क्रेडिबिलिटी नहीं है जो ऐप का उसको देके आप एक बीजेपी वर्कर को इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफिस में बैठा के 54 लाख नाम को डिलीट कर दिया बिकॉज ऑल द आईटी सेक्टर दे आर वर्किंग फॉर समवेयर फॉर समवन so they can attack any IT sector anytime. They can collect all the data from any IT sector. Is it not a crime? हम अभी इसी में इधर से जो काम है हम कर देंगे, इसको हमको सेटल करना है, इसी के लिए हम इधर में इंतजार करेंगे जब तक प्रतीक नहीं आएंगे और जब तक प्रतीक ऑफिस में आके सेटल नहीं करेंगे।
মুখ্যমন্ত্রী কেন্দ্রীয় সংস্থা সাংবিধানিক সংস্থার কাজে এর আগেও হস্তক্ষেপ করেছেন এবং মুখ্যমন্ত্রী এর আগে রাজীব কুমারের বাড়িতে যখন সারদা মামলা নিয়ে রেড হয় সিবিআইয়ের সেদিনও তিনি সিপিকে নিয়ে ধর্ণা দিয়েছিলেন কলকাতাতে। মুখ্যমন্ত্রীর এই ধরনের কাজ সাংবিধানিক প্রতিষ্ঠানের সরাসরি কাজে হস্তক্ষেপ এবং তদন্তে বাধা দান। মুখ্যমন্ত্রী তো আমার বাড়িতে সিআইডি পাঠিয়েছিলেন, আপনার বাড়িতে যদি তল্লাশি হয় 100 কোটি টাকা পাওয়া যাবে।
Let's first try and understand what is this ED raid all about. What is the case under which ED is planning on investigating IPAC and also its co-founder Pratik Jain? Why did the ED conduct these raids in Bengal, particularly at the IPAC chief's office? So here's what we are learning. The ED case is based on a CBI FIR of 2020. This is with regard to an alleged illegal mining and pilferage of coal from the leasehold area of Eastern Coalfields Limited in certain parts of West Bengal. And these are the details that have emerged now that the Enforcement Directorate has also put out a official note on what is the purpose of the raid and what is being alleged by the West Bengal government, particularly from the Chief Minister, is incorrect. There is a certain mention that has been made in that official note by the ED, that is of the person called Anup Manji. Now, Anup Manji is the main accused. There on your screens, you can see Anup Manji. He is the main accused in the 2020 illegal coal mining scam case. And the scam case is estimated to be worth billions. The ED has alleged that Anup Manji was running an organized syndicate involved in illegal mining and theft of coal. In that official statement that I was just mentioning about, the ED said that the investigation revealed that a large part of the coal illegally was excavated by Manji's gang that was linked to Hawala operators. These are what we are in fact drawing, and this link from Hawala operators is what leads to Pratik Jain of IPAC. He is the IT cell chief of Trinamool Congress, and that's where we are connecting the dots. Pratik Jain, that is the allegation against him, that he laundered money through Hawala channels, something that Anup Manji was benefiting from after pilfering coal. So that entire 2020 case is now going back to plague the Trinamool Congress government. That fund, after being laundered, is what came through Pratik Jain through to Trinamool Congress. Hawala funds received by IPAC, and they were directed to Trinamool Congress. Abhishek Banerjee already is under the lens in this case, and that is a one important aspect that we have to also look at. One such Hawala operator, remember, is believed to be linked to layering of these proceeds of crime of coal smuggling and also facilitating these transactions of tens of crores of rupees to IPAC, and that was what was channeled to Trinamool Congress, and which is why Abhishek Banerjee was questioned. His wife too was questioned in this particular case in the past. Now let's take a look at these visuals. These documents that you see in possession of Mamata Banerjee was not with her when she came to the residence running of Prateek Jain. The moment the West Bengal Chief Minister got to know about these raids, ED raids at the residence of IPAC co-founder Prateek Jain, she came in. It was unprecedented that a sitting Chief Minister comes into a location where ED is conducting raids, and she takes these documents from the possession of the Enforcement Directorate forcibly. And this is the green file that she also has in her possession when she goes about maintaining the stance that it is against the government. This is used by the Home Minister as part of a political exercise, and this is the move that the ED is also really adhering to. It's adding to the heft of the government of India and the accusation that's coming in against the Union Home Minister. Next footage is of Mamata Banerjee. She is at the entrance of the IPAC office. She enters the IPAC office from a backdoor entry, and there you see her entering hurriedly. She goes into the office. She is wanting to save any kind of documentation that could go ahead and be proof that can lead the ED or probably help the BJP. And these are the allegations, and we are only speaking from the allegations that the Trinamool Congress, by way of the Chief Minister of West Bengal, has been making. That all of this is an attempt to take certain political documents of the Trinamool Congress and get in certain leads ahead of elections in the state. So this is the main argument that has been presented by the Trinamool Congress. And there you see the West Bengal Chief Minister entering the IPAC office through the back door. My colleague Kamalika, who was very much present at the office, she maintained how she was plonked there at the office at the 11th floor, and only later is when she started this entire protest around the city of Kolkata, accusing the BJP of using the ED to its advantage. My colleagues Kamalika, Anshul continue to be with us. They are tracking every development or these dramatic developments that have come about through the ED raids and the West Bengal Chief Minister's attendance at these very places where the raids were being conducted. Kamalika, what's the situation now? I believe Mamata Banerjee has left the premises. The protest has started by the Trinamool Congress.
See, Mamata Banerjee has gone to a pre-scheduled meeting in Outram Ghat, where she's supposed to inaugurate the pilgrims who will be going for Ganga Sagar. So that is, there is a camp. She has gone there and she will be giving her statements there also. Right now, say a half an hour back, she came out of this place, and this is the building where IPAC's office is. And she has said, while she came out, she clearly stated that people will give answer, and this whatever has happened is very bad. This should not have happened, and this is absolutely political vendetta. And she also mentioned that the people will give answers. So in one, and Mamata Banerjee also said that after her pre-scheduled program, she is going to return back here. So we'll have to really see that whether she's going to return back or not and what happens thereafter. Second, Prateek Jain. Raid is still on, that's what we are coming to know. Prateek Jain, who was in his house, he has come out of his house and he is right now in this residence. Trinamool Congress has hit out in the streets. Everywhere, in every districts and every blocks, they have come up with protest marches. Clearly, Trinamool is trying to project a narrative that Trinamool is a victim of BJP's politics. BJP's central government is using ED and CBI. That's what they have always been saying. And today, Mamata Banerjee alleged that there has been data theft. There has been huge number of papers who have been taken. Those are the strategy of the Trinamool Congress. And what we are coming to know, that they are going to file a case against ED.
Okay.
This is the Trinamool Congress side. On the other hand, EDs, as Anshul has also pointed out, and we have been reporting, and you have also said, that what is this case of Anup Majhi and why these raids are going on and what they have said. The BJP, on the other hand, they are saying that this is something very mysterious. What led the chief minister, none other leaders of the party, but the chief minister, come to Pratik Jain's residence? Why is it so urgent? What is this urgency all about? When Partho Chatterjee's house was raided and other houses were raided of other ministers and they were arrested, that time Mamata Banerjee did not come. Why was this urgency? And also they have pointed out that Trinamool government is a corrupted government. There must be something of which the Trinamool Congress totally is afraid of, and that's why they went. That is the BJP's version. So one side we have the Trinamool version, we have BJP's version, and we also have what ED is saying. Overall, definitely election is some 1 or 2 months later, and before that, the optics is a fight between Trinamool Congress and BJP. Trinamool is showing they are victim. BJP is showing Trinamool is corrupted. And ED in between is showing that this is an old case in which they are actually investigating. But on roads in Kolkata, Trinamool Congress is governed, and Trinamool Congress is also roping in the support of the India Alliance, as what Akhilesh Yadav has already tweeted.
All right. Anshul also is with us. Do stay on with us, Kamalika. Anshul, this point that Kamalika was also speaking about, that Trinamool Congress might just be taking this case against the ED forward in Delhi court now. Is the ED privy to that information? And if that were to be the case, are you getting any feelers on any kind of additional charges that the ED might press upon the TMC chief, the West Bengal chief minister, of fiddling with the evidence?
Well, definitely that is something that the Enforcement Directorate can do at this point in time, because in the statement that has been released by the Enforcement Directorate, it has very clearly been stated that Mamata Banerjee obstructed in the work or the searches that were being done by the Enforcement Directorate, and she snatched away a few files and electronic evidences, both from the residence of Pratik Jain and from the office of IPAC as well. And this actually falls under obstruction of justice, and hence it is liable. The Enforcement Directorate has the option to actually go ahead and file an FIR or a complaint against Mamata Banerjee from obstructing government officers from carrying out their duties while they are on their job. So definitely that is something that the ED is mulling upon at this point in time, and it could be possible that once the raids are over, then a decision could be taken as to how can the ED go ahead and retrieve the files that Mamata Banerjee has taken, because the Enforcement Directorate says that those were crucial evidences that Mamata Banerjee has snatched from the Enforcement Directorate and has went away. So definitely this tussle between the TMC and the Enforcement Directorate is not going to end anytime soon. Remember, this is not the first time that this tussle between TMC and the Enforcement Directorate has broken out. Remember what happened in Sandesh Khali when the Enforcement Directorate went to arrest Sheikh Shah Jahan. In fact, the ED officers were attacked over there. They got badly injured there as well. So definitely this entire tussle between the Enforcement Directorate and the TMC government in West Bengal has a history to it, and the manner in which the CM herself intervened in a central government officer's job and then tried to obstruct their job. Definitely this is a liable offence, and the Enforcement Directorate could actually go ahead and take legal action against her as well.
All right, a lot of dramatic developments. Do stay on with us, Anshul and Kamalika. We have a reaction by Bharatiya Janata Party's Samik Bhattacharya that is coming in. Let's take a look.
स्ट्रांगली रिएक्ट किया है, स्वराष्ट्र मंत्री को नास्टी कहा है, नोटी कहा है, और बोल रहे हैं कि ये चुनाव है, चुनाव का पदक्षेप है।
What is happening today, I think it is a chilling message to the nation. What is happening in West Bengal right now, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हेड है वो किसी सरकारी कामकाज के ऊपर से हस्तक्षेप नहीं कर रहा है, उसका अर्थ से जितना जो एविडेंस है, जो हार्ड डिस्क है, जो फाइल्स है, उसको छीन ले रहा है। तो उसका मतलब क्या है? वो किसको प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं? Those who are involved in this cold scam and हवाला केसेस, वो उनको ही प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए ये काम किया। किसी मुख्यमंत्री से ये कोई भी समाज ये प्रत्याशा नहीं करते हैं। I think it's a black day for West Bengal.
But the word which she has used against Home Minister Rajnath Singh and some other leaders,
वो तो बोलते ही रहते हैं। मुख्यमंत्री किस भाषा से प्रधानमंत्री का तरफ आवाज उठाते हैं वो सब जानते हैं। तो इस कोई नया बात उसके लिए नहीं है, इसका जवाब जनता दे देगा। पश्चिम बंगाल की जनता ये ठान लिया है कि 2026 का जो चुनाव आ रहा है उसको तृणमूल को
acts as an eyes and ears of TMC party. They are engaged in framing all sorts of strategy to ensure the win of TMC party. And IPAC plays an auction dealer and collect the money. And that collected money is deposited to the coffer of TMC party. So this is the job being done by the IPAC. ED, CBI are being utilized by the ruling party of our country.
देखिए, कोल स्कैम के लिए अदालत का निर्देश पर ईडी ने आईपैक का जो डायरेक्टर उनका घर में छापा मारा और उसमें मुख्यमंत्री पहुंच गए। इतना सारे मंत्री लीडर का घर पे एजेंसी ने छापा मारा, उनको गिरफ्तार किया, मुख्यमंत्री नहीं पहुंचे कारण उनको मालूम है उसमें वो फंसेगा, उसका जेल होगा। इसमें पहुंच गया, इसीलिए इसमें कलीघाट भी फंस जाएगा। और उसी जगह में घुस के कोई फाइल चोरी करके ले जाना, पार्टी का नाम करके कोई फाइल को लेके जाना, ये अपराध है।